Mayhem in Mumbai.
Massacre in India.
New tension and new risks in the world's most dangerous region. While we were celebrating Thanksgiving, the world's largest democracy was enduring its own 9/11.
The siege is now over, but the investigation is only just beginning. At least 183 people dead, 273 more wounded. 11 terrorists, according to Indian authorities, were killed. One suspect, who's said to be a Pakistani, in custody.
A lot of anger across the country of India that these militants do come from Pakistan and are at some level being harbored by the Pakistanis.
Everybody in the world is now coming around to agreeing the government of Pakistan, the state of Pakistan, the military of Pakistan, and even the intelligence services are not directly involved. Pakistan is on the same side as India and the United States and the rest of the world in fighting terrorism. I don't think that we will leave any stone unturned in helping with the investigation.
Pakistan's spy chief, the head of the ISI, was originally supposed to go to India to work on this, is now not going.
Why did you decide that the head of ISI should not go?
The investigation is at a very preliminary stage. You go to the highest level when you have the preliminary situation under control. But there is an offer of intelligence cooperation. Pakistan will definitely cooperate with the Indians in every detail if there is evidence that there is any link to anybody.
There's a lot of feeling in India that Pakistan was behind it, that retaliation should be taken, and that's something that United States definitely wants to restrain.
A rather tense moment.
Tensions are high.
Stakes are enormous.
And the consequences could be disastrous.
This is one of those critical moments.
The crucial time in which things could unravel.
Very important for the United States government to play a soothing role.
Play a role in making sure that both the Pakistanis and the Indians cool the present passions.
Let's keep cool.
Time to tone down the rhetoric. There's too much focus on the India-Pakistan dimension of this issue, very little focus on the international terrorism dimension. Forget about our bitter history. Let's make a good future together. India and Pakistan need to work together. We are both victims of terrorism. As two democracies, we need to strengthen each other rather than fall into the trap of the terrorists who want us to fight with each other so that they can get greater strength.
What's happening now is the problems of Pakistan, Afghanistan, and India are bleeding into one another. The Pakistani military has created, trained, and sustained groups like this for 3 decades. I don't think the government is involved in this one, the Pakistani government, but they have to really reorient themselves strategically to say, you know, there are no good militants and bad militants. The Pakistani military used to feel the good militants are the ones that destabilize India and Afghanistan, which is good for Pakistan, and the bad ones are the ones that kill Pakistani citizens. The problem is they're all blurring into one another. Can we affect a strategic reorientation in Pakistan? There are some good signs. The Pakistani government seems more understanding of this reality than in a long time. But that's the real challenge.
President-elect Obama talked during the campaign about sending perhaps a high-level negotiator, maybe even former President Clinton, to deal with the tensions between India and Pakistan.
It is important for India and Pakistan to get over the burden of history. If anybody can help us do that, that would be definitely a good thing.
The suggestion just made that President-elect Obama send a very high-level person to the situation underlines the need for diplomacy on our part. That might be a good idea.
If any outside player can play a role here, it's us. And I think it would be to try to make the Pakistanis understand that, you know, it is not in their interest that Afghanistan be unstable, that India be on edge. It's a sort of broader economic understanding of national security than a narrow, competitive, political, military one. Can you get the Pakistani military to see their national security in this broader way?